So you watch traffic. See that car right there, how it was speeding? I caught it coming. Gotta be mindful of the traffic, y'all. Watch the traffic. I know y'all accustomed to the ice road trucker. Y'all accustomed to the ice road trucker, right? Yeah, this is the ice road sweeper. This is the street sweeper. This is the street sweeper vibes, man. Motion talk though, y'all. And what I'm doing is, right? There's a lot of potholes out here, right? So what I'm doing is, see, here goes one right here. I'm sweeping out all these holes for the asphalt trucks. That way when they come through here, they can lay down the asphalt, right? Does that make sense? Right? You know the slogan, you do have options, man. Now, in all likelihood, I'm not expecting YouTube to put this out, right? And the reason why is because this goes against the formality of sitting around, actually not doing nothing, not being productive, right? There's a big hole right there in the middle. I'll get that on the comeback. You see all these holes right here? You get into these holes for the box. Alright? That way when they come through here with the asphalt, man, 20 in the building, hit the like button, man. Smash that like button. Likes are free. Heavy machinery operations right here, man. You know, you do have options. What up, Nathan Drake? Are you related to the Drake singer? 23 in the building. We should have over 10 likes, man. You should have came right in the building and hit the like button. You shouldn't be in these bushes. See these bushes? A lot of y'all in these bushes right here. Don't be in the bushes. Hit the like button, man. Likes are free. The like button is free. Hit that like button, man. There we go. 2 likes. I'm reporting you. You can't report me. I'm working. What you gonna report? I'm doing my job. You sound like a creep. What are you gonna report? Old punk ass. You sound like a creep. Look at those holes right there. Damn, those are big craters. Those are big craters. You're gonna report me, huh? That's how easy we get rid of that type of energy. Smash the like button though, y'all. Smash that like button. Clear as day. Right? Smash that like button. This guy said he wanted to report hands-free, you know, dashboard cam. This is like the police right here. You know how the police had the body cam? This is the dashboard cam to show that we are actually out here doing our job, getting those potholes filled, right? Getting those potholes filled. Now you see, you always want to be alert, right? Look, this car is coming. I'm pulling over so they can go by. Go by. You can go by. Look, you got a nice straightaway right here. Go by. You can see in the other lane, go by, because you in a rush. We not rushing. Look, we not rushing. Look, you can go by, look. You all up on my bumper, you should have went by already. Now you got a car coming, you can't go by. There you go. Go ahead. Go ahead. See? Y'all riding my bumper. It's not too bad down here. Oh, you don't know how to read English? Well, just hit the like button. The like is free. You can hit the like button. Hit the like button. Now I'm going to turn around right here at this wide spot and head back up. You see, it's not no big holes down there, right? Basically what we're doing is we're sweeping out all the holes. You check your mirrors, then you make your maneuver. See? You make your maneuver. Make your maneuver, hands free, right? See, you check your mirrors and you make your maneuver. Now we'll come back up. Right, we'll get all the big craters. Hit the like button, y'all. Likes is free. You in the bushes watching, right? Yo, don't be the creep in the bushes, man. That's one of the worst things to be, is an online creep. Because if you're an online creep, look in the mirror, right? Look in the mirror at yourself. Be like, damn, I'm watching content and I ain't hitting the like button. There we go. Appreciate that like, whoever that was. Don't be the online creep sitting around watching. You know what a lot of other things creeps do? Yeah, they sit around and watch you. Won't comment. They stay in the bushes. There we go. Appreciate that. Another like. Thank you. Right? Now I'm gonna get that hole that was in the middle. Right? It was a big hole in the middle around this bend over here. I'm gonna make sure I get that. We're trying to get all the holes for the hot box. That way when they come through, they can put the asphalt in these holes. Now look, these guys got it good. Yeah, when I was on the hot box, yeah, we were sweeping these joints out by hand, manually. Look, they got me over here with a machine to help them out. Smash that like button, y'all. Smash that like button. There's 7 in the building. Right? We should have well been over 10 likes already, man. Now you see how I got that side over there nice and crispy for them? They got 3 nice holes right there they could get to. See, they got that hole in the middle right there. I'm gonna get it, even though it really ain't that filled that much. But they can get that. Run the lights up, y'all. And definitely check out the other content that I dropped, man. I know y'all was hoping that I was gonna drop the names of the 5 fighters, right? Two of them are world champions, man. They don't fuck with YouTube boxing, but it's obvious though, right? Cause look, think about it, right? YouTube boxing consists of what? Guys that sit online for hours. They're online for hours, man. Some of these guys have fucking shows that run 3 and 4 hours. Oh, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is supposedly a fan base. That's really not a fan base. See how I got that one in the middle too? That's not really a fan base, man. Because fans support things. YouTube boxing, they just sit around. These guys argue over points and fights and shit that they have no control over. Then the sad part is, that's why I started the Jealous Fan Zone, because I was just going off of some of the fighters' energy. I said, yo, man, why y'all don't be pulling up? Why y'all don't pull up, man? You know, to some of these guys that do all these views, they're supposed to have all, because look, they know the jig is up. You know where they are pulling up at, though? With the streamers. You know why they pulling up with the streamers? Because Jake Paul has showed the wave, man. See, Jake Paul brought a whole community in that actually supports, right? They support. And that is why Jake Paul was able to what? Do what? Yeah, he secured an ESPN deal. Because ESPN, seeing that he has an audience that actually rocks out with him, right? They seen that he has a fan base, but I call him a support system, but a fan base that rocks out with the things he does. So he was able to secure a contract. Look at the skills, y'all. That's skills right there. Look at them skills. See that? Now I'll come back up this way, because it's a corner piece I want to get over here. But you can already see my marks, right? Yo, she's picking up real good. You can already see my marks. And I want to get this corner piece right here. I want to get this corner. You see this corner? It looks rough right here on this corner. They go to Tree Guys. The Tree Guys was over there in the cut working. I want to get this corner. You see right here? You see this hole right here? This is what I want to get right here. You see it? Look at that hole. I want to get that hole right there. I got it. They go to Tree Guys. Oh, he's solo dolo. Oh, no. He got back up. He got back up. I have to say, damn, you don't got nobody with you. He got back up. Here goes his back up. I'm like, man, you by yourself, that's dangerous. How we looking, y'all? Look. We looking good. We looking good. Bumps. Bumps in the pumps. Bumps in the pumps. Bumps in the pumps. Now you see that? That lets you know right there that this was hands-free. But you see how it fell? If I was holding it, it wouldn't have never fell. Ah, man, I should have, look, they got me bouncing from side to side. Now I gotta go all the way over to the other side again. God damn. Now, you know what? I'll catch this other road over here. I see it's a road over here. That's crazy to bounce all the way back to the other side. While I'm over here now. I got another road over here I can do. Because to go all the way back to the other side, look, this is good. See how that looks? Appreciate the 5 likes too. It should have been over 10. But you know how that goes, man. When you really outside getting the things, and you're not standing around stagnated, around snakes, that be scheming and plotting, emotion be too much, man. Emotion be too much. The motion is too much, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. I'm working. Where are you? Where are you? Did you hit the like button? I'm at where I be. Where are you? I'm at where I be. Look, I'm right here. Look. This is where I'm at. Where are you at? Look. I'm right here. I'm right here. Where are you at? I'm at where I be. Where are you? Where are you at? I'm at where I be. Are you in Brazil? Man, it's nice and tropical over there. This is Long, Strong Island, New York, man. It's cold up here, man. Yeah, it started out 51 degrees. They talking about a little bit of snow, but I don't think it's gonna be no snow. Yes, Brazil is nice. Appreciate that like. Thank you so much. Yo, was that hard? Quick question, was that hard? Was that like button hard to hit? Don't be over here in the woods, in the bushes, man. Cause it's a lot of y'all sitting in the bushes right now. Cause y'all probably sit online for too long, for hours and hours, in motionless groups, having motionless, conversations, not networking, right? That's why I said I don't want to be a part of that. I'm not trying to be a part of that no more. That shit is exposed, man. That's why the fighters, I'm not gonna disclose the name, but the 5 fighters, 2 world champions said they don't rock with it, because that's what goes on. Hours and hours of nothing. The amount of time motherfuckers sit online talking about stuff. Some of these guys be in the gym working out, and all y'all doing is working your lips, running your mouth. Running y'all mouths, man. Running y'all mouths, man. Look, my other road is all the way over here, man. I'm jumping from side to side, man. 10 in the building. Yeah, we should have had over 10 lights. Here comes the rain. I was trying to get it done before this rain came. Here comes the rain. Here comes the boom. Here comes the boom. I was trying to get it done before the rain came, y'all. Here comes the boom. Here comes the boom. Here comes the boom. Here comes the boom. Look, y'all was used to the ice road trucker vibe, man. Hopefully the ice road trucker vibe is over, man. No more snow. We don't want no more snow, man. No more snow. They go, look, here come the cherry picker. And the cherry picker's coming over here, look. That's the nice truck. Oh, they got Kenny in the cherry picker. Okay. Okay. Kenny try to step up his motion. Yo, y'all real stingy with the like button, man. Y'all be stingy with the likes, man. Like I said, yo, listen, if I was sitting in my closet, acting like I was in a recording studio somewhere, I probably would have had over 20 likes, man. Because one thing about the Bushes community, when you don't got shit going on, they comfortable with that. Man. When you don't got nothing going on, the vibes is comfortable with that, baby. If they know you just sitting around chucking and jiving, bullshitting, oh man, they love that. Yo, damn, I will show you these people's property. Look at this big backyard over here. This is the hills. These are $1 million estates over here. The house that 50 burnt down is right over there. It's right down this block right here. You see this block right here, Sandra? That's the block that the house allegedly that they said 50 burnt down. Right down there on Sandra. This is Dix Hills, y'all. $1 million estates over here. A lot of castles. Now watch up, I'm gonna take the shortcut. Look, I know all the roads around here. Watch. I'm gonna take the shortcut. Now remember that video I gave y'all the other day when I was pumping all that water? I'm gonna cut through there. I'm gonna take the shortcut. Instead of taking us all the way down, they're making a right. They're taking that all the way down and making another right. Now I'm gonna just take the shortcut. Watch. Let me show y'all. This is how you get to the motion. Remember, I just told you I was like, there. I was literally on this side, on the other side. They got me bouncing around. Like I was on the other side by, this is Hills East right here, right? I was on the other side by Hills West. Watch, I'm gonna take the shortcut right here, look. I'll show you how to cut. I think it was Friday, right? Remember Friday? When I had to pump all that water out, and then I had to jump in this right here. Well, not this actual machine, but I jumped in one of these. And we had to clear all that up. I'm gonna cut through there. This is the dashboard cam right here, man. Now when I cut through here, it'll get me to my road quick. Watch. Now look, you can still see my marks from Friday. See, I swept all this on Friday. Remember this where all that water was at. This is where we was pumping at, right down here, remember? I showed y'all these big houses that they building, look. They in competition, look. One neighbor's building his shit right here to the left. And then the neighbor over here said, yo, I'm in competition. That's how they compete. He building his shit to the right. But y'all remember this where all that water was at, right here, look. Remember we pumped this, this was a whole lake down here. Remember we took care of this stuff. Right? All this was flooded, y'all remember? See how I took the shortcut? Look. This is the shortcut to the next road that I gotta do. You come all the way back up. Look, let me show you, but I took the shortcut. When you know the roads, you know, the area. Now GPS would have made me do the whole rectangle. That's just how GPS is. Yo, I don't know. I think GPS is connected with the gas stations, man. Because GPS would have never took me this way. GPS would have took me to Vanderbilt, to Half Hollow, then to Melrose. Look, this right here, Astro, takes you right to Melrose. This takes me right to Melrose. But GPS would have said take Vanderbilt to Half Hollow to look, I just came right through the cut right here. Look, this is my road right here. Look, but yo, GPS would have took me to Half Hollow. Then I get right on it. Look right here. Let's see what we looking like. Let's see what the damages is over here. Let's see what the damages is. All right, yeah, I see some holes in the middle right there. See them holes right there? See that hole right there? That's a big hole. Want to concentrate on it. That was a big hole. That's what knocked it off the what's the name, see? There goes some more big holes right here. Yeah. It's bad over here. There's another big crater. You see him? These are big holes. The hot box will come in here and get to it now. The hot box will be able. Those were decent sized holes, man. Those were decent sized holes, man. Let's see what else we looking like. The other side don't look that bad. So this is what you do. You let this guy go by, right? As I do this side, I assess the other side. See, the other side don't look that bad. Maybe that was just it back there. But them two, it was some major holes right there. Yeah, the other side don't look that bad. Alright, so now that I know the other side ain't that bad, right? You can still see some of the marks right here, right? I'm gonna show you how you do your maneuver. See how it's nice and wide right here? I know I can flip the script. Right? Ain't no major holes up there. So this is how you do it. Look, you check your mirrors though. You want to check your mirrors. Because you don't want nobody coming up side swiping you. Now you make your move, look. See how I made my move real smooth. Real smooth. Now I'll come back up this way. Real smooth. Motion. Now I'll get up some of this heavy debris over here. Ain't too much holes over here though. But I'm gonna get up some of this debris. This is a lot of washout. Right? Now it may be some big holes at the other end. I didn't go down to the other end yet. But this end right here, like I told you, we didn't see much. That's why you see me hugging the gutter more. You see me over here hugging the gutter, right? So that was those were the two craters right there. I got those. You see them? They were deep. Yeah, that one right there is real deep. And here's the other one up here. So let's see what we got at the bottom half now. Let's see what we working with down here. That's a nice house right there. Okay, yeah, we got a little bit of action over here. We got some action, y'all see it, right? And you see, once you see the hole, you pop out a little bit. See right here, big crater. Doo-doo-doo. Another one right here, you see it? The other side, look, the other side is pretty decent. Not too much going on over there. There's not too much going on that side. A little bit right here. Not crazy though. See that, y'all? The crazy ones were back there. We got them. See, these ain't really. These is minimal. We might have some. Oh yeah, we got something on that side over there. A little something. See right there. It was. Yeah, you can tell when we hit the holes. When I hit the holes, it come off the. What's the name? Here go another car passing by. There was two massive ones on the other side. We get those. Now look, this is the way it was gonna take me. Had I took the GPS, but I knew where I was coming. GPS would have took me on this road right here to get here. You see how I cut through? When you know the terrain, you cut through. Now, I'm gonna do my maneuver. But I see a car coming over there, so you wait. Look, a couple cars. So now you just wait. You just wait. You let these convoy of cars go through. Always check your mirrors. Shout out to all my commercial drivers, heavy equipment operators. Always check your mirrors, right? I got 2 more cars coming, and then I can make my move. Watch me make my move. After these 2 right here, look. 1, 2, check your mirrors, all clear. And you're gonna make your move real smooth, look. Real smooth with it, look. Real smooth, you see that? Huh? Real smooth. Safety. Box and protect yourself at all times. Did y'all catch that? Put that, right? Smash the like button for that. Safety, right? Now we come back up here, we're gonna hit these 2 monster holes. Yo, if it falls off the, what's the name? I'm sorry. That's what happens when you go in them holes. Look, see? That one, it didn't do too much. And I'm pretty sure this one up here, it might fall off. These 2 up here were kind of deep. They were deep. You see them? Can y'all see them? Yeah, y'all see them now. Right there, look. We're going to clean them up, though. So you go nice and slow. You let the machine do the work. The slower you go, the better. So you let the machine get all that debris out. See how I let the machine get all that debris out? Then I'll come touch some of this right here. Right? See, now I got these guys looking good. So when they come over here to lay the asphalt down, they got a foundation. They got a foundation. All the holes is swept out for them. See, all the holes is swept out for them, y'all. This is like cutting your grass. Now they say keep your grass cut so you can see the snakes. See my marks already? You can see my marks. Look, now I'll go in a little bit. I'll go in a little bit. Right? Because I know I got all the holes for them, so I'll go in a little bit, right? See how I got that hole right there? See that hole right there I got for him? Smash that like button, y'all. Likes is free, man. I'll make it squeeze on one more block. I'm gonna try. I'll make it squeeze on one more block before I have to go dump. I think I could do it, man. Cause I don't got a truck with me, y'all. See, sometimes you need a truck. When you have a truck with you, I'll show you where I would have had the truck over here at the park. Right? I would have told the truck to come over here to the park. I would have said, yo, homie, I would have had him over here. Look, this is the park over here. I would have positioned the truck up over here. And that way I could have dumped, right? But I don't have a truck, look. That's what you do. You put the truck over here, look. I would have had the truck over here at the park. You see the park over there? Caledonia Park. I would have had him at the park. And I would have won and dumped. But unfortunately, I don't have a truck. But I think I can squeeze one more. I'm gonna try to get this other block up and over here. How we do. This is how, look, I would have had the truck over here, right here at the block. I would have said, yo, man. Stay at the park. Over here, bumps in the pump, bumps in the pump, bumps in the pump, bumps in the pump. That's what happens when you hit these bumps, y'all. When you hit these bumps, it's gonna knock it off the what's the name. Take the shortcut over here. Look, I'm gonna show you another shortcut. See, I know all the shortcuts, man. Yeah, when you a driver and you be on the hot box, you know all the roads, though. But this is the shortcut right here. I'm gonna take another shortcut. See, I didn't even have to put in the GPS coordinate, but GPS will take you the long way. Look. They go the shortcut right here, watch. Now, GPS would have took me all the way down. GPS would have had me go all the way down to Deer Park Avenue, right? And come back around just to do this. Look, see? When you know the roads, see, Livingston will take you there. Look, Livingston. See, this is Livingston, right? So you take Livingston. Oreo. Look, this is Oreo, y'all. Right? You make the right on Oreo. Look, I'll show y'all the cut. Now, my road gonna be right here to the left. But you know what? What's the name? The GPS would have had me come all the way to Deer Park Avenue, right? Just to come back to go right here. Look, see how you got to know your roads. You got to know your roads. Now how I know? Look, you see this up right here? When you would drive, you gotta cut all these shits. That's how you be. That's how I know all the roads. When you're a regular driver, you cut these shits right here. So I know this is my road right here. Look, this is my road right here. Yeah, it's look. They go a hole right there. Look, monster holes right here. See? Yeah. Some holes right there. Sure enough. Sure enough. It wasn't lying. Let's see how many's over here though. Yo, hit that like button, man. Y'all in here moonlight and get out the bushes, man. Get out the bushes, man. Get out the bushes, man. See, the guys that be in the bushes be the ones that be in competition. Yeah, they be in competition, man. You can't compete with this, man. You can't compete with this because, like I said, majority of y'all just sitting around. Don't look that bad over there. It got to be bad at the opposite end, the Deer Park Ave side. Cause right here is fine. It was just that one monster hole at the front, man. See, there go Oreo. You see how I cut through? Oreo would have took me all the way through, but I took the cut to come through instead of taking Oreo to the halfway point. Yeah, it may be some holes up here. Look. Okay, let's see what we working with right here. Is this where? Nah, look, they're like they did these already. Somebody was over here. Somebody was over here. They got these holes, man. See those holes right there? Look, they got them. They got them. They bumpy. Look, you see how it fell off the rocker? Because whoever filled those holes, they didn't level it good, but they got them. They got those holes right there. Little hole right there. That ain't that bad. I'm about to go dump now. I'm gonna do another pass, and then I'll go dump. Little hole right there. Right? Yeah, these guys are in the bushes. They in the bushes, man. See, the boxers, the fighters are starting to see that now. Yeah, I told you it's this end down here where it's heavier. Here goes some holes right here. I figured that. I figured it'd be by Deer Park Avenue. Yeah, see this where all the holes is that down here. Yo, we used to have to cut all of this. But you see now it's like this shit used to all get cut right here. That's how I knew where to come. I was like, I'm not, look, yo, GPS would have took me all the way around just to come to get over here. I was like, nah, I know how to get over here without doing all that. See, yo, GPS would have took me all the way around. Now, look, all I gotta do is watch one side of the traffic. You see, this is a double lane road, but as you can see, they get busy over here, so you gotta really be careful. See all the movement, because the parkway is right there. There used to be a light right here. They switched this whole intersection up. They switched this intersection. Now I gotta be mindful of these cars coming on right here too. Look, after this guy goes, I can make my move. Look, you see him? Now I can make my move. Look, I can make my move. Skills, y'all. See that? Skills. I can make my move. But I had to make sure nobody was coming off the parkway. Now I'll touch up this up here. Now I remember we used to cut all of this. That's how I knew where to come. We used to have to cut all of this over here. You see the holes right here in the middle? I'll get these for them. Yeah. Here we go, 7. We almost had 10 likes, man. We should have been over 10 likes, man. But like I said, I get it, man. Majority of y'all that's coming in here, especially the ones from the boxing community, y'all are over here in the bushes, man. Y'all are jealous content fans, man. Y'all are sitting around. See, y'all sit around. Y'all got programmed to sit around. We don't sit around over here, man. We don't sit around over here. That's what y'all got programmed to doing. Sitting around, gossiping, doing absolutely nothing. That's why when you see people doing things, you don't even know how to give it up for it. You don't know how to give it up. Right? 3 rows. Look, I knocked off 3 rows for y'all, man. Like, you see, they did over here already. See, these are holes already. Somebody already did these holes. They just left those back there. See how they did these holes already? All these holes are done. There was pretty much nothing at this back end over here. I was trying to get the double digits. I was trying to get to the double digits. But y'all know how that go, man. Like I said, a lot of y'all just in the bushes, man. Y'all in the bushes, man. See, I ran a lot of y'all off to the bushes. You know why y'all ran to the bushes? Because y'all was competing. But we was never on the same field, man. See, we was never on the same playing field. A lot of y'all competing trying to get monetized. Y'all want to get monetized. Y'all think y'all gonna just sit around and get money. It don't work that way, man. Y'all see these big houses over here, right? Look, I told you this is the money section. It's the money section, man. Hit that like button for the money section, man. You ain't gotta hit it for me. Hit it for these wealthy people over here. These people are wealthy over here. They got generational wealth. You know, they pay like, some of these people over here pay damn near $20,000 a year, upwards of $20,000 a year in taxes. In taxes. Skills. Look how I hit that. See, I ain't have to go too crazy. Look, that's that hole right there. I'm gonna just touch that hole up one more time for him. 10 in the building. Yeah, we should have been over 10 likes, man. Touch it up one more time for him. Got all up in there. Right? Get the lights to 10, y'all. Cause we only gonna stay on for 10 more minutes. I'm about to go dump. I'm about to go dump, y'all. I'm gonna hit that corner piece one more time. Right here. Cause they left a lot of debris. They left a lot of debris up here. So I'm gonna hit it one more time. But you can see my marks. Look, you see my marks? Right? See my marks? I'm gonna touch this up one more time, this corner. Well, I got it tight already, but look, I'm gonna just touch it up one more time from where they, you see right here, it's a little bit of water. I'm gonna touch it one more time. Nice and slow. Let the machine do all the work, see? Let the machine do the work. You go nice and slow. See, I'm letting her do all the work. That way she picks up everything. See that? Look. She done picked up everything. Hopefully y'all caught and enjoyed this vibe, man. You know, come out the bushes, man, or get left in the bushes. Cause you see, that's what really basically happened. I'm a war eagle, man. A lot of y'all been in the content. Y'all been in the content box and bushes for so long, right? Content box and bushes for so long in the competition, right? Y'all was competing. Y'all was attempting to try to compete, right? And I always told a lot of you boxing dudes, I was like, you're not even on my type of time nor level, man. I see the shit that I've been peeped up on your vibes. Like you have crab tendencies, man. You're not a builder. You're not even networking right. Like you have all the wrong energy. You have all the wrong energy. You're trying to organize sit-arounds. You wanna organize a sit-around, right? Then you look. A lot of you weird niggas do this too. Oh, he's live now. I'm gonna jump on live too. If I have more people sitting on my panel, that's weirdo shit, man. Where you going with that? Where has that got y'all, man? The ones that do that, y'all know who y'all are. Where has that got y'all? Is your channel popping? Can y'all call any fighters up right now? What fighters is gonna be like, yo, can you put a narrative out for me? None. Well, yo, what fighters is asking you to put out a story or a narrative for them? None. With those weirdo tendencies, man. With those weirdo tendencies, man. Now look, you see how they put all this middle divider shit in here. I gotta go all the way around. I gotta go all the way around now, y'all. I told y'all back in the day, before they did all of this, they used to could go across. There used to be a light here. Now they got this middle divider here, right? They got this middle divider here. That's why I didn't come this way. Initially, remember, I was like, I'm gonna cut through, because this is the way they would have took me. They would have made me come all the way down. Look, see this light right here where I got to turn around at them? Yeah. This is how they would have had me do it. And I was like, I know this road. I don't got to go that way. I was like, yeah, I don't got to go that way. That's how they would have had me come down. Look. See, they would have sent me all the way down this road right here. Caledonia. I would have came down Caledonia. I would have had to turn around right here. I would have had to turn around right here. Right? The good thing about this, the turn radius on these things is plush. You get good turns. Man, I appreciate the 7 likes though, man. That seven of y'all wasn't suckers. The rest of y'all that was in here, cause look, when I shut the live stream down, I'm gonna have well over hundreds of views, man. And that's bad, right? As far as the likes. But that just be showing how like a lot of you guys from that boxing community, y'all still be secretly trying to come over here and watch. And y'all still have that bushes mentality. Y'all gotta stay in the bushes with that shit though, man. Y'all gotta stay in the bushes, man. On the bushes with that shit. Keep that mentality in the bushes with y'all, man. Keep that with y'all amongst y'all crab community. That's how y'all carry it. Y'all are crabs. Keep that over there with y'all, man. That's how you crabs be carrying it. Y'all be online in y'all little hate groups, right? Y'all be online in y'all hate groups, man. So y'all just stay over there, man. I told y'all the new wave of the new wave of boxers. Didn't I tell y'all? I told y'all the new wave of boxers wasn't gonna be fucking with y'all, man. And it's the writing is on the wall already. You see, Keyshawn made the transition. A lot of these fighters that y'all always sit online and get in the fights about, they never was fucking with y'all. Spence, Crawford, Tank Davis. The only one that was fucking with a lot of y'all and they killed his brand was Deontay Wilder. Killed his brand. But the rest of these guys, they not rocking with y'all like that, man. They know y'all don't support nothing, man. They know y'all sit online and hate groups, man. Y'all niggas sit online and hate groups, man. Oh, look, right on cue, look. I told you I was staying on for 1 hour, look. And I'm right here to dump. Y'all gonna watch this dump? I made it, y'all. This is the base. I was telling my man Joe Dini, I was like, yo, I'm tired, man. I ain't been operating a machine in a minute, man. I was like, yo, you gotta build yourself back up for this, man. They had me doing too much miscellaneous shit, man. Shout out to all my operators. They tell you, yeah, this takes concentration. You gotta be super alert out here doing this, man. I was telling Joe Dini, I was like, yo, man, I'm tired, man. I was like, they ain't had me in the machine in a minute, man. You gotta build yourself up for this, man. This shit, yo, This shit is like a fight, man. Protect yourself at all times, man. It's like, yo, when a motherfucker have ring rust, if you ain't fought in a minute, they be like, oh yeah, you gonna get that timing back. Nah, man. You gotta fight to get that timing back, man. This shit is called ring rust. Look, I made it to the base. Look, y'all gonna see all this work I put in. I got some big piles. I know they ain't moved my piles yet. I know they didn't move my piles yet. Look at my pile. Look at all that work I put in. Look, I'll show it to y'all. We in the yard now. So I do the hands free. Look. See my pile right there? Look at my pile. Yeah, I was getting busy, y'all. I was getting busy, y'all. You heard me? I was getting busy, y'all. Look at my pile. I was getting busy today. Look at my pile. That's my coconut water right there. Got good coconut water. Alright, I appreciate the 7 likes, y'all. Thank you for the 7 likes. Salute, right? Salute on the 7. Get this dump out. See the back one up behind me? Appreciate the 7 likes though, y'all. Thank you so much, man. I mean, we should have had it at 10, but it is what it is. You know, like I said, the community that I transferred over from is a jealous crab community, man. So all they know is the Bush's mentality, man. You know, they that's why they got left behind, man. That's why they got left behind. I left them behind. Now look, see, this is my water. I just add this one in here. Now this is that coconut mango blend right here now. See, I still got some coconuts in there. Look, that's that coconut mango blend right there. Drawing a blink on this road. Where the fuck is this shit at, man? I might have to GPS it, yeah. Matter of fact, yo, let me GPS it. I really do not know where that road is at, y'all. I'm gonna GPS it. I really drew a blank. And watch when I GPS it. I'm like, ah, man. I knew where that shit was at. Wow, I swear. I'm kind of, hold on, man. I don't want to play myself and do it. Look, watch this. Oh my God, it's right there. Here come the rain, y'all. Here comes the rain. But this is the sauce experience. Appreciate the 7 likes. You know, you do have options.